How's it going, everyone? My name is Nard, and welcome back to another Steam Summer Sale video. Today, I'll be going over some of the best games on sale right now for under $10. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe as I make daily videos like this over the Steam Summer Sale, and without any further ado, let's get to the video. Alrighty, so the first game up here today, we have 2 Point Hospital. Now this is a management simulation game, pretty much where you just are making a hospital. You gotta make it the best that people want. So you can see there's a bunch of different rooms here that you can make. People have like different conditions and statuses that you have to tend to. There's different kind of rooms you can make, different staff that you can hire. This is a pretty in-depth game. I've tried it for a little bit in the past, just like a demo or like a free trial or something. But yeah, super fun. If you like management games and you kind of like the art style that this one brings, definitely give it a try because there's a lot to offer in this game, and there's also a bunch of DLC that add even more gameplay and content to it. So this is 75% off right now, down to just about $8.75 USD. So next up here we have Ori and the Will of Wisps. So this is a game made by Xbox, as you can see, very good reviews. Pretty much you take control of a little spirit thing named Ori, that's that guy right there. And you work your way through the game, finding different enemies, friends, bosses. The graphics are the main thing in this game of why you'd want to buy it, I would imagine. The graphics are super good, the art style is amazing, the audio is probably really good as well. It was released fairly recently, so this is kind of a newer game. As you can see just by these screenshots, it's kind of just a game that you just work your way through. Amazing level design, amazing graphics and art style, stuff like that. So this is on 67% sale right now, down to just about $10 USD. Next up here we have Enter the Gungeon. Now this is a top-down roguelike game where pretty much you're working your way through each dungeon. It's the dungeon crawler. There's a bunch of different weapons that you can see, but it's also a game, I think it's called like Bullet Hell or something, where pretty much as you can see there's just like a bunch of bullets that you have to dodge. A large majority of the game is kind of like spent defending and like figuring out the boss's movement style and how they shoot and stuff, and then making your strategy against that to defeat them. There's a lot of small things in this game, like little quests, characters, stuff like that. These roguelites I always enjoy because there's just so much content. Like you play through once, then you play through the next time, it's completely different enemies you run into, a completely different map, stuff like that. So if you like games like that, give it a shot. It's on a pretty good sale right now, 60% off, down to just $6 USD. Next up here we have Frostpunk. Now this is a survival kind of city management game set in like a snowy, like Arctic setting. So pretty much you're just trying to build a civilization in like a cold Arctic climate. There's a bunch of kind of cool big machines like this, so it's not just like standard, just skyscrapers, offices, stuff like that. There's super cool stuff to build. As you can see, there's some very unique aspects of this game, such as like the staff and like the status of your citizens, how cold they are, stuff like that. And the art style, honestly, in this game is very unique. I like just how it looks like this, how you can just literally build something like this on your own. So if it looks fun, very good discount that it's on right now, 75% off, down to just $7.50 USD. Next up here we have Forager. This is a game, indie pixel game, pretty much where you control this little guy. You start out on an island, very small, kind of just like this one in the middle here, and you get stuff like ores, wood, small items, upgrade yourself, upgrade your level, upgrade the stuff that you got going on, find new islands, stuff like that. So it's like a survival game where you kind of, well, the more you play, as you can see by the screenshot here, the more land you can buy, the more stuff you unlock, the more stuff there is to do. I played this one a couple years ago when it came out, and now they've updated a little bit. They have some more stuff. So yeah, try it out if it looks fun. It's very simple graphics, but a lot of stuff going on. As you can see, the gameplay gets pretty crazy and in-depth here, depending on how much you play, how much you get into it. I did enjoy it though. This is on 60% sale right now, down to $8 USD. Next up here, we have Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Now this is a little bit of an older game, but as you can see, the reviews speak for themselves. This is an amazingly well-received game. People really like it. Pretty much it's like a dungeon crawler, roguelike, kind of like Enter the Gungeon, except not as many bullets to dodge and stuff like that. It's more about figuring out how to defeat the enemy in the room, figuring out how to get them to the next room, and then going to the next room, beating your record of how far you get. There's a ton of different items, lots of different enemies. I believe the dungeons are procedurally generated, so they're random and different every time, meaning the gameplay replayability in a game like this is pretty much endless. A lot of people do enjoy it. I myself also enjoy it. I haven't put a ton of hours into this, but this is definitely a game that you could probably put a lot of hours into and still be finding new stuff every time you play. Also, there's 637 Steam achievements, so good luck with 100%ing this game. 50% off down to just $7.50 right now. Next up here, we have another game that has very, very positive reviews, Hollow Knight. This is a puzzle game, 2D side-scroller kind of adventure game. And as you can see here by that screenshot, it's very unique as a lot of the artwork and graphics in this game are actually hand-drawn, which I actually really, really like. Some people might not like it, but with the background color in the back and the graphic style and the game style, everything just comes together very, very nicely, which I think is why a lot of people like this game. It's not super easy, but one of those games that's very rewarding, very fun to play through, and just a very good experience overall. I haven't actually played it yet because I've been waiting for a sale better than 50%. However, I've been waiting for the last few years and it never goes below 50%, so I'll probably just fold and buy it this sale. As you can see, it is on for 50% off down to $7.50 USD. Next up here, we have Slay the Spire. This is kind of a unique game. I've never really seen too many other games that kind of incorporate gameplay like this, but pretty much this is a roguelike mixed with a card game. So as you can see, there's different cards that you can put into your deck to defeat enemies. It's different every time. A lot of replay value with a game like this. Games with decks and cards and stuff like that don't usually appeal to me. But the fact that this is like a deck builder and a roguelike is very interesting and unique. A lot of people like this game, as you can see here. So if it looks fun to you, I say give it a shot. It's on a great sale right now. 66% off down to just $8.50 USD. Next up here, we have Deep Rock Galactic. This is an FPS 1 to 4 player co-op game, pretty much where you play the role as a dwarf. There's 4 different classes to play, and there's a bunch of different biomes to go to, a bunch of different mission types to play. Pretty much you start at the base, go into the mission, there's like some objectives that you gotta complete, collect materials, come back, and yeah, level up your character. They got a whole bunch of stuff, weapons to unlock. They're constantly adding new stuff to the game. I think this is season 2 that they're on right now, with adding stuff like that. Very, very fun. The caves are different every time. You can play with up to 3 of your friends. This is an amazing game, and it's on a historical low right now, so it's never been this low before. So now's the time to buy. 67% off down to just about $10 USD. And alright, for the last one for the video, I brought this up in my best single player video. However, it's just an amazing game on an amazing sale. Witcher 3. This is a little bit of an old game at this point, but there's just so much to do in this game. It has an amazing story, amazing reviews about it. It's an RPG game where you pretty much play as a monster hunter, making your way through the world, taking down monsters, meeting different people. It's an RPG game, so there's a role-playing aspect to it. If you haven't played any of the Witcher games, I definitely recommend it because these are just amazing RPG games. Especially if you have played Skyrim and want to play something similar, I would 100% recommend The Witcher 3 to you. This is 80% off right now, down to just $8 USD. If I missed any great games that are under $10 or about $10 right now, leave them in the comments below for myself and others to see. Thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.